If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Scarlet Knights will boot it away to start the game. Fielded in the end zone, it's Martin. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. On the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A long way to go for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
It is so hard as a defender to have to stop that big fella from catching the corner route, right? He already has great size and long arms, and he can jump. So what do? I mean, you're not trying to create pass interference and a penalty, but that's just a size mismatch, and the offense took advantage.
Catch in the middle, it's Saunders. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Looking to throw on first down. The quick out. At the 40, there he goes. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He wants to change this route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Here comes the heat. Working that left side. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. A designed run for the quarterback. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
And how about the wheels for the QB? You can tell, man, he can roll, and they're going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
And they did tack on the extra point. kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the shotgun, the inside give. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And after having a nice gain like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
And the Scarlet Knights can really attack on this second and short. Takes a handoff. It's Lyle. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. To the air, it's Denson. Throws to the wideout. Fires the pass, intercepted. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
And that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Might be changing the route. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Saunders. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he has been making a big play, and that's something the defense, they have to be aware of moving forward.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Saunders. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Denson. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the slot receiver's running the in route there, and he does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense right over the middle of the field.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Fires to the right. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake. You huddle the guys up, sudden change. Be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
To throw, it's Denson. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Takes a hit as he fires. Got his man. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
And the Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Down in the quarter as they come to the line. Now on the move. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Back to throw, it's Denson. Pressure coming. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Just a short pass to the tight end.
I tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field, the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
To the air on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And the Nittany Lions come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Now from the 40, it's first and 10.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And as he throws, incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Washington. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Throws to the tight end. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
That defender is lucky on that play because he was beat on that deep route. He's lucky the QB overthrew that one.
So now it's second and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's McMillan. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. Handoff from the shotgun. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll try to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team has put everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Has it back, they'll send the offense back onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, Ncaa26. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He's going to fire deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! How about this defense taking one back to the house? With a lot of time left, there's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense. You study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking downfield, it's Denson. Makes the grab. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Scarlet Knights in the hurry-up. They're going to run it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. On 4th down, going to the air. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Gets it out fast. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Here's a snap, ready to cut one loose. Looking for his man. Got him, and nobody's close. Got a lot of room to the right. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Rutgers.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass. It's Washington. Oh, they're after him. Got his man to the left. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
The #1 goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Got it in the middle. It's Martin. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does a linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Under fire. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's McMillan. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quarterback making checks. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Dropping back, it's Washington. Looking left. Snagged on the outside, it's Saunders. Big pickup on that one, they'll mark him out at the 40. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Martin. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll be out of bounds at the 36-yard line after a solid return. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. To the air, it's Denson. Here's the pressure. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Looking for room. It's Martin. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He might want another play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Reynolds. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Wants to throw. It's Washington. With the catch, it's Martin. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. And the Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Pulls it in. It's Saunders. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Rushes on him. Chucked it away just as he was hit. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Quarterback adjusting the pattern.
Here we go.
From the gun, running back on the move. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
On the ground, it's Martin. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Already 1 for 1 on field goals today. He'll try to make it 2 for 2 from 22. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in Conference USA, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to hear about. Louisiana Tech was far from the friendly confines of Ruston, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in Conference USA, and that certainly held true again today.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man, it's Denson. Bringing the heat. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab on the big throw. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, going to get a turnover, and the offense falls out.
And the Scarlet Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. He lofts one down the sideline. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he's got it inside the 35.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down.
42 Spider.
Looking to throw, it's Denson. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
That is an example of a defender just stepping up and making a play. You just gave up a big completion down the field. That's not going to happen again. That's not happening on my watch. Right away, that D lineman decides to go after the QB, and he makes a big play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. They get to him as he throws. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but is able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
He's looking to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The deficit is huge, this one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. From the gun, running back gets to give.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Washington. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the fourth quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Turns it on in midfield. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Denson. Here comes the heat. With the catch, it's Mitchell. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Scarlet Knights headed quickly to the line.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. Got the 1st down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, on that 4th down, if they don't get it, the head coach is at the podium after the game with some explaining to do. That's not the situation. You're expecting them to run the football, but the gamble pays off.
Now from inside the red zone. Makes the catch. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. On the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rutgers. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Looking for the two-point try. Back to pass, it's Denson. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Quarterback may change this route. They want that clock to run. Find some fresh air. Oh, he's got some space. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Penn State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They pushed the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Guided out of bounds at the 32 after a good return. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Back to throw. It's Denson. Under fire. Finds his man. It's Thomas. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His 2nd big game-changing play in this football game.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's White.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. The short hands, it's White. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
And that's a great play call by the offensive coordinator, because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. Scanning the field, it's Washington. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's third down. I got a little bit I got to get, and I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does their job and forces the fourth down.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Georgia State looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Panthers. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Impressive, to say the least. A busy day in the Sun Belt Conference, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Now adjusting. Fires on the move. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there.
Trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. At the 35, he's loose. Wide room to the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away.
Set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking for a man. It's Denson. Pressure coming. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Man, it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Quick completion on the out. Stumbled to the ground. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
He's going to let it go. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play. So nice job in coverage.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of marching on 4th down and come up bankrupt. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On the snap, it's Martin. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They'll get to keep possession, but man, do they have a long way to go after that fumble threw them in reverse. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking for a gap. It's White. Turning it on! And he'll be tackled, and that'll bring us to the end of the game. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. And that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space.